Michelle Byler's with us, and she's here to talk about the Area Agency on Aging. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a while since you've been here. Do you want to talk about something special that your organization's doing?
Yes, we've got two different events coming up in September. One of them is going to be in Mountain Home, and it's actually one that we did here in Harrison in April. It's called the Alzheimer's Journey, what you need to know and hesitate to ask.
Okay.
And Alzheimer's Arkansas comes and does this program for us.
Okay.
Priscilla Pittman is the program director, and she comes and presents. She talks about Alzheimer's disease. She talks about the communication challenges, nutrition challenges. She touches on other types of dementia, the needs that the caregiver has. She pretty much covers the whole gamut, and this is just a wonderful program. It's open to both professional caregivers and to family caregivers. That's the primary target audience, but we're able to offer 5 CEUs for a cost of $30 for nurses, social workers, long-term care administrators, and pharmacists. So we've got the gamut covered on that.
That's great.
And you can't get CEUs for that price. We're also able to provide lunch. We have several sponsors for this event. The primary ones are the Area Agency on Aging, Alzheimer's Arkansas, the Marac Family Center on Aging, and Baxter House. Baxter House is the adult day center in Mountain Home, and just a wonderful place. They're going to provide adult daycare free of charge for people who are interested in attending this event.
Okay, so you can actually go to the event and experience some of the knowledge there,
and then not have to worry about who's going to be taking care of your patient at home.
Right, because the issue for most family caregivers in attending something like this is who's going to watch my loved one.
Sure.
You know, they can't leave them there by themselves. It'd be the same thing as leaving a child by themselves. And so we were really excited about being able to provide that service as well.
And there's always questions that come up. Whether it's just your loved one has just been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or a form of dementia, or it's an ongoing battle that you have been facing for a long time. There's always questions that you're going to have and things that you would never even think, especially if you're new and you've just gotten a diagnosis, or your family member has just gotten a diagnosis. You have so many questions, and this can answer every one of those questions, because people who have been there through that have gone through it, and they know what you're going through.
That's right, and I encourage people who came to the one that we did in April that if you feel like I really don't remember anymore, there's new things that have come up with my spouse or with my parents, I encourage them to register and come to this again. The event is on Friday, September the 23rd. Okay. It's being held at Baxter Regional Medical Center in the Lagerborg Dining Room from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. And we ask that people register by September the 16th to give us plenty of notice to make sure that we've got enough food for everybody. And the phone number to call is 870-508-3880. That's Nancy Zvela at the Marac Family Center on Aging.
Okay. All right.
And the other event that we've got coming up, switch my papers out here, is on Tuesday, September the 27th, and this is going to be here in Harrison. This is something called 5 Wishes. 5 Wishes is a living will document, and it is the only living will document that encompasses your spiritual needs as well as your physical, your emotional, your medical, everything all combined together. It's written in easy-to-understand language rather than being kind of legalese. It was written with the help of the American Bar Association. It is a legal and binding document. It's very simple to complete. It's checking a box here, circling a direction, or writing in specifically what you want to have done. A lot of advanced directives or living wills will have where you basically say, no, I don't want anything done, but you may be where you say, well, no, I would still want an IV, or I would still want a feeding tube. There's just these other things that I don't want to have done. And this is our gift to the community. We're doing this free of charge. We're going to be presenting this at the Duran Center in the First Federal Bank Room from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. We're doing this in partnership with the North Arkansas Regional Medical Center's Gold Club and with NAFI. And members of the Gold Club will be there to serve as witnesses and to sign. So whenever you leave, you know that you've made your wishes known. Everything is set. I helped my grandparents with this just a couple of weeks ago, and it was a different experience for me. I was glad that I was able to do it. It's kind of heart-wrenching in a way because you don't like to think of the time whenever they're not going to be here anymore. But I was glad.
It's so important to do that. It is so important for everyone to have a living will.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's very, very important, and especially if you have elderly parents, grandparents, or even, you know, a family, mom and dad, you know, so your kids it just makes it easier for everyone all the way around.
And it puts the decision-making process
In your lap.
For them to make, for
That's
you
right.
to do, instead of you being heart-wrenched over what would they want me to do because they don't have a do not resuscitate order or whatever.
Right.
So it makes that easier. So I think that's a great thing.
That's right. You know, I worked in hospice for several years, and we'd see so many families that were just torn up wondering, have I made the right decision or not, because they had not done anything like this before. And this lets you know exactly what your family members' wishes are so that you can have peace of mind at that time and knowing that you have made the decisions that they would want you to make.
And that's coming up when?
It's Tuesday, September the 27th, and we do ask that you go ahead and register ahead of time by calling the Gold Club, and that phone number is 414-4622.
Okay. All right.
It's at the Duran Center from 1 to 3.
It's wonderful.
All right. All right. Michelle, thanks for telling us all about that.
Thank you.
And that's two great events that are coming up, one in Mountain Home and also one in Harrison. If you want more information about that, you can call your office, I would assume.
That's right, 870-743-1623.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Again. Okay, our last guest is coming up. Dr. Leon Sykes is here, and he'll tell us all about what's happening at Union Baptist Church. Stay with us.